Joining me once again is the latest recipient of the Avery Fisher Prize. She joins the ranks of Yo-Yo Ma, Edgar Meyer, Midori, Joshua Bell, and so many others with this prestigious award. Hilary Hahn, congratulations on the Avery Fisher Prize.
Thank you. It's such an honor. I didn't really think that it would be in the cards for me. I don't know why. I got the career grant back in 95 and it was so exciting and I was so honored to be part of that. And then this happens, which is so huge. I'm just super honored.
So, how did you find out? Who called you? How did you find out?
I found out from Deborah Borda. She called me and I felt really emotional and very, very, very grateful. It's it's not a prize that's awarded very often either. So it's something that for an American artist is really the top of the top. And just, I was just super grateful because for me, it represents a bit of the opportunity to look back over my career and think about all the things I've been working towards. I think there are phases in your career. There's a phase where you have all of the you just left the starting gate and you have all of the energy and all of the goals and all of the ambitions, and you think if you do this it'll lead to this, it'll lead to this and this and this. And then there's a phase where you realize that you also need to understand who you are as a maturing artist. What are your own priorities? Sometimes you have to take some risks that may move you away from your initial goals, but in order to become more yourself and make the biggest difference in your field, you do need to be true to yourself. So then you go through a phase of doing that, going out on a limb, understanding who you are because of that. And then comes the time when you are just doing things because you know that these are the things that you need to do in your music, in your career, in your life. And that's the time where that beginning energy has worn off, but a sense of mission and purpose has set in. And at that point, you're not doing things for recognition. You're not doing them for a certain sort of tangible result. It's more because this is what you feel you have to do. And that's the point that I'm at right now. So then when you're given a prize at that point, it feels really validating, and also you feel seen. A lot of people are doing great work, and so it's not like it is validating in the sense that other people don't deserve it, but when you get a prize, it does really, really help kind of cement that sense of purpose and push you to do even more of what you've been doing.
The Avery Fisher Prize comes with a big bag of cash. I don't think I'm not sure that there's any requirement like it go into a special project or a new car. I think that's completely up to
I
you.
like
But
my
do
car.
you
I'm
have
good.
plans? What do you think you'll do with the money?
I'm not sure. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. There are a few directions I could go in, but I like to commission music connected with patrons or with presenters. Otherwise, I would put it towards a big commission. But I think I'm going to use it for good one way or another.
I'm sure that will be the case. Did you ever meet Avery Fisher?
I did not know.
I ran into him once just on the street. He was introduced by another friend, and it was like, Elliott, meet Avery Fisher. And I was like so taken aback. All I said was, nice haul. That's all. I know. I felt really stupid. It was all I could come up with.
Did he take it well? Was he gracious?
He was really nice. And the Avery Fisher Career Grants, as you mentioned, continues. Bob Sherman passed away recently, who hosted those events forever. I have been it's been my honor to host those events ever since, and it's so important because I never know whether these kinds of awards, the prize is for someone later, but the career grant which you
Mm-hmm.
got, I never know whether those kinds of grants cause someone to really take the next step in their career, or those grants are just tapping the people who are already going to take those next step in their career. For you, what was it for you when you got it?
It's it's often the sort of entry into this community, this sense of now I'm acknowledged and now I can put this in my bio and now I met these people and oh, I'm really where I thought I was, or I'm really farther than I thought I was. And the career grant is such a propeller psychologically. So it does make a big difference. And when it's awarded to people who are at the right point in their career to receive it, it acknowledges what they've been doing, and it encourages them to keep on that path. And for me, it was definitely like that. I've seen it happen like that for colleagues as well. Some very, very deserving recipients who have taken that and just strengthened their artistry and strengthened their projects and all of that from there.
I am a proud board member of the New York Youth Symphony. I see so many talented young
Absolutely.
people, 10, 11, 12, 14. It seems to me the level of teaching, the level of playing of young people is really high. You started when you were 3 or 4. You made your premiere when you were 11 or 12. What's your advice to those young kids these days from where you have been? What do you say to the very young ones about a possible career in this?
Well, I work with conservatories, and I like to do round table workshops for a small number of students where we just sit around and we kind of talk about the career path moments they're in, the dilemmas they're facing, whether there are things that they're trying to figure out that they don't feel so supported in or that they feel alone in. It's like group therapy meets advice column, but all like only about work. And so I've been doing that at Juilliard. I did a bit at Yale undergrad before that. And whenever I visit a conservatory, if there's a moment to do that, I like to do it. And what I keep hearing is the sort of the feeling that there's so many really good players. How do I find my voice? And the thing is, it's in you all. Like your voice is your voice. You already have it. You don't need to find it. You just have to listen to your instincts. You have to know what an instinct is. You have to trust an instinct and be able to be you in many different contexts. So just be ready. And I think part of being ready is being flexible within your own musical identity, because when you're in school you really want to do what your teacher tells you, and then you get out of school and you don't have the teacher to tell you what to do. You have to make your own decisions, but then you're working with colleagues who have requests. There are certain structures that, musical structures or working structures in which you have to be you as an artist. So I think the thing is just to be kind to yourself and listen to yourself instead of criticizing yourself. And that will answer a lot of your questions, and it'll help you find really where you want to land within your own voice.
Wise words. The latest recipient of the Avery Fisher Prize, violinist Hilary Hahn. Always great to see you. Thank you for
Thank you
doing
so
this.
much.